everybody. It's been 3 weeks and 1 day since I had all of my top teeth extracted and immediate denture placed in, and I just wanted to do a little update video and let everybody know how I'm doing. And I also just kind of wanted to talk about some things that I kind of learned, and just maybe some things that, and maybe if you're about to have this procedure done, or if you just had it done, maybe it'll help you, you know, have some of those questions you might have answered. This is just my particular personal situation though, so yours might be completely different, but it might not be. So first off, the pain is completely gone from the extraction sites. It doesn't hurt at all anymore. I don't take anything for pain at all, and that pretty much ended it at about after the first week and a half. It's still kind of hard to swallow, as if you can kind of tell how I'm swallowing. It's still because my mouth is getting, I think, used to just having this thing in my mouth. But it's pretty good now. I feel a lot better than I felt. Every day it just gets a little bit easier, you know, a little bit easier. I just find myself forgetting that they're there a little bit more each day. So I'm hoping at some point, you know, I'll completely forget that they're there. But it's going to be a little hard to forget completely, because next Friday I'm having all of my bottom teeth extracted and my full bottom denture put in. So just as I'm almost over this whole top one, and so the bottoms are going to start. But that's okay. I'll make it through. I'm not nearly as scared as I was to go in as I was before I had my tops pulled. The dentist is very gentle. I'm going to take some more Valium beforehand to help relax me, and she'll numb me up good. So anxiety is just not at the level that it was before. But just a few things. What I ate during the first 3 weeks. The first week is pretty much just mashed potatoes, pudding, smoothies, applesauce, scrambled eggs, although I didn't really chew the eggs very well. I just kind of swallowed them. Second week, I started eating more things like macaroni and cheese, muffins. I even had spaghetti with meat sauce. I just made sure my meat was, you know, ground up pretty good. I found crab cakes at the grocery store. Those were awesome, as long as you don't overcook them. They're really easy to eat. But noodles, you know, raviolis are pretty awesome. Just the canned raviolis. They're quick, they're easy to eat. They have meat in them, you know, so you're getting some good nutrition there. I love yogurt. I eat a lot of yogurt, but it does get a little bit old after a while. Now, 3 weeks and 1 day out, I'm actually starting to be able to eat more, you know, crunchy foods. Yesterday I had some chips with my lunch. I actually took a sandwich to lunch though, but what I did is I just cut it up into little squares. I find that food, now I can pretty much eat anything I want as long as I cut it up into little chunks first, so that way I can just, you know, eat it with my fingers. It works. Or, you know, use a fork and get it to my mouth. But for some reason I don't have the biting power to bite into things. It's not that it hurts anymore. It's just I don't have the power. I can't like bite down on something and, you know, take a big chunk out of it to chew it. So I suppose that'll get better with time, but for now I just kind of cut everything up. I had a Big Mac last Wednesday, so that, yeah, I cut it up. But pretty much I'm eating almost anything I want. Just a couple things that I've tried eating that I found that I can't eat that I thought would be easier to. Cheetos. I can't eat Cheetos. I can eat the veggie straws, but I can't eat Cheetos. Apples, not at all. Even if they're in slices. French fries, I cannot chew them. I don't know why. Maybe it was just the particular ones that I had from McDonald's, but I cannot eat them. So just wanted to talk about cleaning my dentures and taking them in and out. For the first 9 days, I did not take them out overnight to sleep. The only thing I did during those first 9 days, took them out, cleaned them, you know, left them out for maybe 15 minutes and put them back in. So I was scared to death to take them out and not be able to get them back in, because my mouth would have swollen, and that was just a fear of mine. So I just left them in. My dentist recommended, after I think I went back after like on the 10th or 11th day, and he told me to start, you know, sleeping with them out. I didn't do that. I just, no, it was maybe the 6th or the 7th day that I went in just to see him. Because the way they are is they come really far forward, so there's a big gap between my gum and where the denture jets out at. I mean, it's a pretty good size gap. I could tuck my top lip into it if I wanted to. I was gonna see if there was anything he could do about that. And it was also really tall. Like, it felt like my denture was going up my nose. So he did cut it back, you know, trim the top off a little bit. But he said there's nothing he can do about it coming so far forward. So he basically told me I just have to get used to it. You know, maybe when he does the reline, maybe it's going to feel better. I don't know. I'm just going to try not to focus on that right now and just try to wait for the reline. But my particular dentist, he won't do a soft reline until at least a month or two. And then the hard reline, he said I had to wait at least 6 months. So that's just what he said, but I'll just kind of put it in the back of my mind and try to get used to it for now. But now, back to cleaning them and taking them out. Every night I sleep with them out now. I can leave them out for 9-10 hours and I get them back in without any problem. I do notice though that they're a little bit tighter earlier in the day, and then they kind of get looser as the day goes on. But like I said, I leave them out sometimes 9-10 hours at a time. But what I did though was I just kind of take them out and clean them and try to leave them out for a little bit longer each day. You know, this day 15 minutes, and then, you know, the next day 30 minutes, the next day 45, then an hour, then 2 hours, then up to just leaving them out all night. It bothered me at first though, because just the way that it felt, not having them in and not having any teeth and having that aftermath of what they did to my mouth being exposed, I just couldn't deal with it. So I just left them in. It was more comfortable for me. Feels better though now. My gums have healed somewhat, so it feels better. You know, it's not as scary having them out. But I didn't look in my mouth till about the 10th day. When I take them out and put them back in, I just do it at the kitchen sink. I did not want to see what my mouth looked like. I just did not want to see. I didn't want any part of knowing what it looked like. So when I did look, I think it was on the 10th day. It still looks scary. I'm not gonna lie. You can still, even to this day, you can very clearly see where each tooth used to be. I mean, it doesn't look. Looks like it's gonna take a long time for those spaces to fill in. In the back, it looks particularly scary, where they had to, you know, cut my gum, you know, to remove the teeth that were broken off at the jawline. That just basically reminds me of like the Grand Canyon. It doesn't look good, but it doesn't hurt. But it doesn't look good. It looks like it's going to take forever to heal. I'm hoping that when I get my bottoms done, I'll be able to slide my bottom teeth in and out without having to look at it at first too. So I would, if, you know, seeing stuff like that scares you and freaks you out, don't look in your mouth. I didn't want to. So. But other than that, you know, my mouth's healing great. I'm just looking forward to getting my bottoms done, you know, and getting more and more used to having this denture in for right now. And if anybody ever has any questions or anything, you know, just send me a message and I'll try to answer it for you. But I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll try to make a video after my extractions next Friday and just kind of talk about maybe how I feel after getting the bottoms done. But have a super good day, and I'll talk to you soon.